Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I appreciate you tuning in today on this glorious Wednesday, August 28th. It's supposed to be a beautiful day. Got a little chilly last night down into the 50s, but it's going to be that way for the rest of the week. Just a beautiful way. My guest today is Cory Musgrave. Cory is a candidate for the 109th state representative seat up in Springfield, and Cory and I are we're gonna get to know Cory and see what's going on. He's one of a series, the third actually in a series of candidates for that seat that we've had on the show, and we're gonna get through the rest of them as well throughout the course of the next few weeks and months. Thank you again for tuning in here on Wabash Catch TV. Over in Salem on Channel 3, here in Flora on Channel 100 or Channel 25. Same story down in Sisney, Jeff, up in Louisville, over in Edwards County, in Albion and West Salem Browns. And we do appreciate, and just the north side of Fairfield. We do appreciate all you folks tuning in, however you're doing. And also, same thing on YouTube. We appreciate you checking us out at Big Talk with Bruce Dickey channel on YouTube. What is going on around the area? As I've taken you off TV now, you can go ahead and breathe a little bit if you feel better, Cory. What is going on around the world this morning? Not a ton of events today, as we are getting closer to that Labor Day holiday. It seems like folks begin to cut down on events, saving up for the big holiday events, but I got a few things going on. Over in Xenia, actually here in Flora, the Xenia Community Church is going to be putting on a program at the Flora Gardens tonight, at the Flora Gardens Nursing Home, and that'll be at 6 o'clock. It is, of course, Wednesday night. It is church night, and that'll be 6 o'clock, probably till around 7 or so at the nursing home. Also at Heritage Woods today, at 12:30 this afternoon, Eileen Enlow will be playing the piano for you for about an hour down there from 12:30 to 1:30. We get a chance to go down there and say hello to your friends. Also, over at Aperian Care in Olney today, over at Aperian Care in Olney, there's an American Red Cross blood drive, and I'm a cruel human being, but I ask everybody who comes on whenever I have a blood drive, do you donate blood?
Yeah, I'm a typo hero.
You're a typo hero,
That's
just
right.
like myself.
That's
well
right,
done.
man.
That's great.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
O positive, O negative.
O positive.
Hey, how about that? That's wonderful. So
I'm not quite the universal. O negatives,
That's pretty close.
But O positive's good.
Do they get Dickey in there and put you on the double apheresis machine and that kind of thing?
No, I haven't done that one yet. Just
you see, that's what I'm doing now.
Okay.
Because if you do that, you don't need to go in every 8 weeks. You go in every 16, and it's just when your time's constrained.
Right.
And I suspect your time's a little constrained recently.
Yeah, it has been. It has been.
It has been. Well, that's wonderful. How much have you donated?
I don't know the total amount.
Do you have a goal
at this point? I haven't set. That's not a goal I've set for my life yet. Maybe I should. What's your goal?
I just passed it. I just reached my goal,
Awesome.
and I'm going to keep donating. But I had a lifetime goal that I wanted to donate a keg of blood.
Okay.
And I have now donated 15.5 gallons.
Wow, you have way surpassed me with that.
I've been doing it a little bit longer than you, Cory.
Yeah. But you've been consistent to get to that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. And so you can donate blood yourself as well. Go to Aperian Care in Olney. Before you do that, you might want to go online. Go to redcrossblood.org. Make yourself an appointment, and that speeds up the process quite a bit. You can probably attest to that if you go onto the and do you do the Fast Pass thing too?
No, I haven't done the Fast Pass.
So you need to do the Fast Pass, because that way you answer the questions in advance the morning of the donation. Then you print out your sheet of paper.
That's what I should do.
Oh, it's amazingly quick.
Yeah.
Because they don't ask you the questions. You don't have to take the time
to read the
sheets, and they
answer the questions.
That's exactly
right.
Yeah, Fast Pass is the way to go. But you can do that, like I said. Check out redcrossblood.org, and you'll be able to get on that. This is August 28th, National Bow Tie Day. National Bow Tie Day encourages everyone to wear this style of bow tie with panache. It's versatile too, whether you want to just look dapper or humorous. This tie enables you to modify your attire to your mood and atmosphere. Now, this is a new one. I had no idea how bow ties began. The Croatian mercenaries during the Prussian Wars of the 17th century were the originators of the bow tie. You had no idea.
I did not know that. I love history, and I did not know that.
I had no idea that either. I could see the Croatians being involved. The bow tie consisted of a scarf around the neck to hold together the opening of their shirts using the name cravat, which is derived from the French for croat. The upper classes of France soon adopted the idea.
Wow.
They know.
I know now.
I had no idea.
If that ever comes up in trivia, I'll get it right.
Absolutely right. Bow ties, I might ask that question. I ask trivia questions
there
from time to time. How do you know how to tie a bow tie?
No, I tie a regular tie. I use the double Windsor on a regular.
Yeah, you got to do that. But the bow tie, you make sure whenever you get a tuxedo, you make sure that they've already got it tied.
Right.
That's what I do. All right, this is also, and it's kind of a cruel joke that whoever puts together these National Day calendars did this 2 days after Dog Day. It was National Dog Day was Monday. You saw everybody was putting pictures of their dog on Facebook and on Twitter and all over the place. Monday, a wonderful National Dog Day. Today is National Rainbow Bridge Remembrance Day. How cruel is that?
That's pretty harsh. I think we've all probably lost a pet that
we've all lost pets, but this is the day for folks to remember the lost companions. It sets aside this day. The death of a pet, whether feathered, furry, or an uncommon variety, is felt deeply. They are members of the family, and mourning their death is different for everyone. The observance provides a way to help heal the loss. And all right, I got to ask you then, as a preacher, have you ever dealt with a funeral of an animal, other than your own children's?
None but my own. So
that's probably for the best. It seems like something of an individual.
Right. Yeah, I've never had anyone ask me that yet. So.
No, but do you think what would you say if somebody asked you?
We talk about it, so I don't know. I guess I'd cross that bridge when I got there, that Rainbow Bridge when I got there.
I like it. Yeah, now you're thinking. Yeah, there you go. What is on television? What do you want to watch on TV tonight? There's some baseball games as the Chicago Cubs will be in New York. This is game 2 of their 3-game series. 6:10 this evening, NBC Sports Chicago, channel 643. Kyle Hendricks taking the mound versus Noah Syndergaard. By the way, the White Sox also playing tonight, but that's on WGN, and we don't get that one. The St. Louis Cardinals will be in Milwaukee tonight. Game 3 is this afternoon. At 1:10 p.m. this afternoon. It'll be on Fox Sports Midwest, channel 630. Jack Flaherty taking the mound for the Cardinals. He'll go up against Jordan Lyles for the Brewers as the Cardinals try to working to get rid of those Brew Crew. And then later on this evening, the Tampa Bay Rays will be in Houston to take on the Astros at 7:10. That's on the MLB Network at channel 599. Ryan Yarbrough versus Garrett Cole. We've got Cory Musgrave here. We are going to talk about, we're going to get to know Cory. Get to know me is what Cory's going to say today as he's running for the 109th District State Representative. We'll be back with Cory right after these on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back in a sec.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest today, it is Cory Musgrave. He is the pastor of the New Beginnings Church in Fairfield, Illinois, and Cory is running for the 109th, 109th state representative seat currently held by Darren Bailey, as Mr. Bailey is trying to move up to the Senate. And we're going to talk about that today, get to know Cory a little bit. Thank you so much for coming up.
Man, it's good to be here.
I appreciate it.
I've watched your show for a while, and I'm just glad you invited me to come on. So,
well, usually folks who watch my show are scared to come on.
No, I was looking forward to it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, that's outstanding.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. That's cool. Tell everybody about yourself. Tell who you are and where you're from and all that kind of business.
All right. Well, my name's Cory Musgrave. Grew up in Wayne County. Lived there most of my life.
Where did you live outside of Wayne County?
Just by Musgrave Body Shop. That's been a family-owned business.
when you didn't live in Wayne County.
Oh, I lived in the Quad Cities.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I lived there for a year. So up in
how old were you then?
I lived in Moline. We had been married, so I would have been like 21 when we moved up there. Yeah.
I interrupted you. Keep
No,
going.
that's all right. So I lived in Wayne County most of my life. I grew up there close to Musgrave Body Shop. It's a family-owned business. Parents are Lonnie and Kim Musgrave. And
hi, Lonnie. Hi, Kim.
yeah, it was. I have a great mom and dad. And they taught me a good work ethic and values and morals, and blessed to have some awesome parents. And so I grew up working in Musgrave Body Shop. Went to Fairfield grade school. Went to Center Street, went to Fairfield Community High School.
When did you graduate?
2001.
It's just giving folks the ability to do math.
Yeah.
2001, that would make you?
I'm 36.
36 years old?
Yeah, 36.
Okay, and graduated back then, and did you go to college?
Yeah, I went to Frontier Community College, had a great time there. Was honored to sit as the student trustee on the Illinois Eastern Community College Board. At that time, Marilyn Wolf was on there, and
you had Marilyn Wolf, you had Terry Bruce.
You had Terry Bruce was the CEO. Larry Roast,
sure,
he was on
Gary
there.
Carter was on there.
Well, he came afterwards. He's been kind of a recent addition, but no, it was a great experience. So I sat on there as like a non-binding vote in an advisory role to be the voice of the students across all 4 colleges.
Really?
Yeah, it was great.
I got to ask, I've been in meetings with Larry Roast for more hours than I care to count. Would he extend meetings over the course of time?
He had some grace.
Or was Terry able to rein him in?
Terry's was a good conductor.
Good administrator.
He was an excellent administrator. That's why it lasted so long. He just recently stepped down.
Yeah.
But no, he did a great job conducting meetings. We kind of got all that out of the way. We always ate first before the meeting. So the college we attended the meeting at, it rotated between the 4 campuses, and they would cater a meal, and we would get all the stories out. Before.
How were you named? I guess did you have to run across all 4 campuses?
At that time, Miss Tucker was still an advisor, like a counsel. Yeah, she was there and she approached me about it and said, "Hey, we think you would be excellent in this role," and invited me to be a part of that. And so they had an election, and I think that might have been the first election I won.
No, well, how about that?
There we go.
You were trying to make that habit for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did that for a year, and had you already met, I guess, and married at this time?
No, I'd met Jana. We started dating.
Wait a minute, I guess I skipped. I'm sorry. Where'd you go after Frontier?
So after Frontier, I went to Southwestern Assembly of God University.
Oh, really?
In Waxahachie, Texas.
Okay.
Kind of outside of Dallas. And currently, I'm continuing on my education. I'm in a graduate program at the moment.
Okay, so you got a bachelor's down there.
Uh-huh.
And you met Jana at Fairfield, of course.
Yeah, at Fairfield Community High School.
Tell us about your family.
So I've been married to Jana. We got married in 2003. I've been married for 16 years.
Right.
And
you realize we're going to be in trouble if we don't mention her mom and dad.
Yeah, so you know her dad well.
I know her dad.
I don't know, how many years did you work with Stan?
Oh, heavens. If you count the 80s when he was driving a truck, there's 4. And if you count the 2000s, whenever he was foreman, that makes 97 till about 2012, about 18 years.
Yeah, so you worked with my father-in-law a long time.
Yes.
And so not only do I have great parents, I have great in-laws.
And did he ever tell stories about you?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if you want to share some of them or not, but he probably did. He might have some to tell.
He didn't tell too much.
Yeah, but so I've got great in-laws, Stan and Karen Doty. They run Doty's Primitive Porch.
Yeah. Stan retired from Kincaid's.
Yes, he did. He retired from Kincaid's and went to work.
Now Karen's keeping him busy.
Yeah. So they build furniture, some incredible. He's talented with all this stuff. If you want something custom built, he can make it.
Yeah.
So
that's a wonderful. He was doing that while he was working for probably about the last 10 or 15 years that he was working.
I was worried about him. He'd work full time, then come home and work.
He was working full time for us, and then for Kincaid's, and he would go home and he'd work another 40 hours probably a week building stuff.
Yeah,
it's good to be busy, I guess.
Yeah, so now that's what they do full time.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, and your kids?
So I've got 5 kids. Jeremiah's 12, Evan's 11, Kylie's 8, Cora is 4, and Levi's 3.
Do you folks do the kids go to Center Street, go Jasper?
Jeff. We live outside of Jeff.
live in Jeff.
Yeah, we live outside of Jeff, so they go to Jeff.
Oh, well, now that's a real. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. I want to talk about the formation of the family.
All right,
if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Because this is quite the melting pot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
It's very cool. It's very cool. I've got Cory Musgrave here. We are talking. We're getting to know Cory. He is running for state representative here in the 109th District in Illinois. He's running for the Republican nomination anyway. And we'll be right back after these words on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back in a sec.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
In 1949, Morton Buildings constructed our first machine storage building to establish our bond with the farming community. Since then, our relationship has grown, and so have our product offerings. From the smallest specialized operation to the largest agricultural enterprise, we understand the needs of your business and continue to evolve to meet industry demands. Plus, when you build a Morton building, you're backed by the strongest warranty in the business. To learn more about the Morton Advantage, visit mortonbuildings.com.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching. Morning, folks. Welcome back to a Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest today is Cory Musgrave. He is the pastor at the New Beginnings Church down in Fairfield. And we just mentioned your children, a beautiful family. Yeah. Jeremiah, Evan, Kylie, Cora, and Levi. And there's their picture up there on the television screen. Jeremiah is the oldest, Levi the youngest. You looking at that photo, you can tell a couple of those kids are adopted.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about what made you choose to go the adoption route after you already had 3 kids. I mean, a lot of folks now granted, I'm not saying this. A lot of folks might say, "Boy, you have plenty. Don't you have your hands full?"
Yeah, that's what makes life exciting.
I guess so.
You know, I'm very pro-life, and that's something that people say that sometimes just kind of rolls off their tongue.
Yeah.
I believe in actually like putting action steps to your words. And so 3 years ago, I was in Nicaragua, outside of Managua, in the largest open air garbage dump in Central America. There's about 4.
How big is the largest open air garbage
I think
dump?
I can't remember how many square miles. I mean, you can just see.
Is the garbage burning?
Yeah, it's just like it's like a scene from some post-apocalyptic movie, and you have people living in just put together shacks all around it.
Yeah, shanties or something.
Yeah, and we drove in, and these kids just started coming out from all kinds of places, and they're barefoot, and we had some things. We were there bringing some aid and some different stuff to them. And I looked at them, and that was about the time that my heart was really starting to say, I can do more than just bring awareness to the situation.
At this point, you're already bringing toothbrushes, or you're bringing food. Or what else were you bringing? Medical?
Food mainly. It was some medical, but mainly food. We're part of a program to help feed kids around the world, and what we try to get people to do is give up one day's wage. Your 1 day wage can feed thousands of kids, and if you do that, and so that was what I was down there as a part of, and so I saw these kids, and I was like, we can do something, and come back and had a conversation with my wife.
Stop right there.
All right.
Most folks, they say, we can do something. We can give that 1 day's wage.
Yeah.
Or we can give maybe a second day's wage, or maybe we can, let's buy some toothbrushes, or let's buy some medical supplies, the hygiene supplies to send down to these kids. You went a little past that.
Yeah, everybody can do something, and went home and we talked with my wife. It's kind of interesting. My wife at the same time was kind of feeling like we should adopt, and then we started looking at what is adoption like, international, local. Now we started looking at all the options and how does that work.
What did she think when you brought what were you expecting her to say when you broached the subject about potentially helping these children by maybe bringing one to the best country in the world?
I remember I sat down in our van and a song came on. I can't remember exactly what song, and we just started talking about it, and she was just on the same page. Yeah, I had gotten back, and she'd seen some of the pictures of the kids, and so that's when we started.
This is near to my family too, because my uncle brought a child back from Belize, for medical issues, and then they had ended up adopting him, and it can be one of the most fulfilling things you ever do.
Oh, I think so.
Okay, so you started the process.
Yeah. So in my mind, my wife is she's a go-getter when she gets something on her mind.
She is.
She's related.
She is her mother's daughter.
Yes. So she gets something on her mind, and I was like, okay, and I'm more of the. I was thinking like a 2-year process or something. And so from the time we decided to in September to the time we brought Cora home is 10 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that fast or is that slow?
That's about, if you work at it, it depends on the country too. So every country's different. Every country has kind of some different rules.
And Cora is from China.
She's from China.
As is Levi. How does that process work?
Well, you get together with an agency here in the United States, and they help you. They're kind of like a liaison with the Chinese government and the U.S. government, and so you have all kinds of. I've been fingerprinted more than you would think. If you got fingerprinted for one U.S. agency, it would be good for all.
Hey, I just took the TSA pre-check, man, and I think I've been. Run up and down the ringer.
So we'd get fingerprinted for FBI, then have to get fingerprinted for Homeland Security, and then go for an interview here and an interview there. So it's different steps. It's it's good. You don't want. There's a lot of weirdos out there too. You don't want kids going into an unsafe home, so they make sure that you have a good place to bring them.
The agency in the United States deals with an agency in China.
Yeah, they work with the Chinese government and how the
So. How does the delivery system work? You had to go to China. I guess for want of a different term. That's kind of what it is, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So the agency works with matching you with a child. And once you get matched with a child, then you get approval to travel into China. And
so you had seen pictures of Cora before you ever went
home? And talked to some of the people that were taking care of her, and
what's the
able to send care packages to her.
What are the situations that these kids are in?
It varies in China.
Okay,
it varies.
Some have been abandoned, maybe.
Yeah. So with the kids, yes. So for the kids to be adopted, they're. It's not legal, the way I understand it, in China for a mom or dad unable to take care of their kids to give them up. Okay. And so they just leave them places, and they call those like their finding spots. It might be next to a bus station. It might be on a city street.
Kind of like how in the United States fire stations and police stations all have the sign on
where
the
they
wall
can leave, without
babies.
But they don't even have that, so they leave them just where somebody might walk by.
Wow, and that's how Cory got into the system. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you will go over there. How much time do you spend?
You spend 2 weeks when you go into China. And the first time we went, we flew into Beijing.
Okay.
And so we saw a few things. We went to the Great Wall, incredible.
Yeah.
Stopped outside the Forbidden City, went to Tiananmen Square.
Why do they have you stay for 2 weeks before you get to meet the?
Well, it's partly like paperwork you have to do. So you have to travel to the province.
I
the
see.
child is from. You have to do paperwork locally there. It takes a little bit to get through. Then you have to travel to Guangzhou. Every family that adopts from China goes to Guangzhou, which is right outside of Hong Kong.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going down all the way around to Malaysia and that kind of area.
You're getting close to Vietnam and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So you're all the way up there, and I was all the way up in the north. Eastern part of China, and then had to fly.
Yeah,
all the way
Beijing is
down.
not very close to Hong Kong.
Yeah, and Harbin is farther north.
Is
than
that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very cold up there in the winter. They're known. I want to go back sometime. They're known for their ice sculptures.
Oh, really?
So they make these incredible ice sculptures throughout the winter, and they're up all winter.
See, that's the fascinating thing. One of the fascinating things to me. Beijing has already been the host of the Summer Olympics,
Yeah.
right? And I think is it 2022 they're going to be the host of the Winter Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
So the climate clearly varies.
Yeah. Oh, it completely. So we were up there in Harbin, and then you go down to Guangzhou, and it was just steaming hot
Yeah.
in July. I mean, it's like a tropics.
Equatorial.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're at Guangzhou.
Yeah, so you're at Guangzhou, and then you have some more appointments. You have to go to the U.S. consulate. There, you basically swear an oath that you're adopting this child, and then you fly back. And we flew out of Hong Kong, so you see some of these things in the news about Hong Kong. I've been in that city a couple times and flown in and out of there. But so when you fly back, and when you get back,
You were able to fly out.
well, that was a lot of fun. I was just there in March. I flew in and out of there in March.
How long have they opened? They've reopened the airport now, haven't they?
Yeah, it's bad, but that was just a couple weeks ago. The protests are still going on.
Yeah.
So then you fly back. When you get back, you walk through basically through immigration, and Cora was a citizen at that point. She's a United States citizen.
How about so she's automatically naturalized
Because we adopted
being
her.
adopted. Well, that's outstanding. How long did it on the second go around? Did it take with Levi?
10 months about.
So it took same with each child.
Yeah, my Jana is just like, again, she's driven. She keeps all the paperwork up to date, and she keeps everything going. So,
Boy, that is and I'm assuming that having visited then into Asia and China and Burma and all these other countries, that gives you quite the perspective in what you do in your normal life today, doesn't it?
well, I mean, it does. I think everybody, if you have like the opportunity to travel outside the country, you really should, to see how other people live and what they go through. So, when I talked about Nicaragua, I saw what bad crony governments do to the people. They hurt people.
Yeah.
And when I was in other countries, you just see kind of what corrupt governmental systems, what the result of them, what happens after several years of that. And then
it sticks with you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, clearly it sticks with you.
And
You have a child.
And then you look at what you've got, and maybe things you take for granted. Like, we take so much for granted here, and there's so many people that maybe have more of a place to complain than I do. And, we've adopted 2 kids, but I never will forget the man I met in Myanmar, formerly Burma, that had taken 9 kids into his home because he didn't want them to go to a Buddhist seminary. And I mean, he had nothing compared to what, but he was willing to take care of them. And we could, as Americans, we could solve a lot of these problems if we would just get engaged.
That's the thing. Yeah, getting the engagement into the process is the thing. I've got Cory Musgrave here. He's the pastor in New Beginnings. He's running for state representative. We're going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit more about. I want to get into the pastoral part, how that affected him, and where he is in that. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. I'll be back with Cory Musgrave right after these words. Do stick around.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Morning, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest today is Cory Musgrave. He is the pastor at New Beginnings Church. How long have you been pastor at New Beginnings Church?
Well, I preached my first message there when I was 17. And so
this was the church you grew up in?
No, not exactly. If you want, that story. So my parents always raised me in church and went to a great church, King's Chapel, just north of Fairfield. Yeah. And then when I turned 15, they didn't really have a whole lot of a youth group. So I started attending New Beginnings at the time
because they had more.
They had a youth group. Yeah. Yeah, and then so at 17, I preached for the first time there, and
I gotta wonder. What in the world is a 17-year-old going to preach on?
I can't remember exactly. I
no kidding.
Should.
I can't believe you forgot.
I probably should, but it's been so long ago. I don't know if I even still have.
It's been 20 years ago.
My notes from then. Yeah.
Do you keep notes from your sermons?
Yeah.
Try to. Okay, so you started. You preached at 17, still in high school. And decided, at what point did you decide that that's what you wanted to do with your life?
I had thought about engineering. I was always in the gifted math programs at high school, and I'd looked at
Was Mrs. Wood still there or Mrs. Monge?
Well, I was there during the transition. Okay. So both great teachers.
Yeah.
Both just, incredible at what they did.
Jackie Wood and Linda Monge, partly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so they had an impact on my life. And so from growing up, working on stuff, working on cars, I thought, hey, mechanical engineering would be the thing. I was good at math and had easy test scores where I could get into wherever I wanted to go. And so then I decided after I preached and and went to Frontier. I decided I wanted to go into ministry, and the youth pastor left, and so they asked me to be the youth pastor at 18. And so
you were a youth pastor while you were at Frontier?
While I was at Frontier, yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, while I was at Frontier. And so did that for a while. And then when I moved up to the Quad Cities, I lived up there for a year, and I was a youth pastor up there for a year, and came back home.
Okay, so you were a youth pastor at up in which Quad City?
And I youth pastored in Rock Island, lived in Moline. But if you've been up there, it's
all one of the same.
It's all one, yeah.
When you came back here, is that when you took on the full time?
No, when I came back, I moved back. I helped George Musgrave for a while at Victory Outreach there in Fairfield. And about 5 years ago, I came back to New Beginnings in an associate role. And then after the pastor left, I've been the senior pastor for 3 years now.
So when you made that decision back at age 20, and I guess over the next 15 years anyway, you decided that's what you were going to do with your life.
Yeah. I mean, I think through how I live and what I do, it's just I see people. I want to serve people.
Yeah.
I want to be there to help people because I think we can make things better. And so ministry is one avenue that I've felt called to, and I've done that.
Okay, so at what point then did you decide what drew you to a more political bent?
Well, it was all kind of interesting.
Because, I mean, it's a big step.
It is.
For anybody.
It is. And
let alone whether you're a preacher, whether you're a sheriff, whether you're a farmer like Darren is, whether you're a real estate guy like Stephen Smith is. This is a big step.
So I was always we talked a little bit about sports. I never was the sports kid in high school. I was always the nerdy kid that was probably watching news and reading articles. And when I was a junior, that year afterwards, I went to Boise State.
Oh, okay.
Did
you run?
Yeah, so I ran for representative. I wanted to be representative at Boise State.
Oh, good.
And
you didn't run for governor?
No, I didn't run for governor. But
they had those people.
Yeah, but that was a great program.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And learned more about civil government. And
sure.
Then at Frontier, I had Miss Puckett, and I remember one of my papers I wrote on was what was the original intent of the Constitution. And I went back and did some research about how they had their system set up and what they did. So I was always engaged and interested in our political systems and how it affects people. A few years ago, when Darren decided to run for office.
Did you know Darren Bailey beforehand?
I did not know him before he ran for office. I talked to him, invited some other people to meet him.
Because you invited him into your church, right?
He came and visited once.
Oh, okay.
He never did speak there, but yeah, he came and visited once. So we got to know each other and decided I was going to support him throughout the campaign. You remember how many flyers we were getting in the mail at the time? All the mailers. You always get like 5 or 6
See, this was the same election where you had also then you have Pritzker and Rauner.
Then during the primary time, you had Ives and Rauner, and you would get both of those, and so a lot of those, some of those coming out of the other side were not true, and so I made a video that I put out there just describing where the money come from, because that's all public information, and put it out there, and it had a lot of effect. So I got to know Darren, so I've been ever since he ran, and then kind of see some of the inner workings of what he's dealing with. And when I really decided to run, was just about a month or so ago, 2 months now, when he decided to make his decision for a Senate run. It was going to leave that seat open, and we wanted someone that we knew that would stand up and speak the truth and not sell the people of this district out for their own benefit.
Did you were you considering the potential of when he you never knew when he was, I mean, basically when Ryder quit was when
May 31st is when Ryder quit.
When Ryder quit was May 31st.
Right.
That's when Bailey probably started considering a run, because I mean, just politically speaking, you don't challenge another party member typically for an incumbent in the seat. Is that when after Ryder did the things kind of fall into your place in your head? Hey, this makes sense for me.
Yeah, I was approached about it. I was asked if I'd be interested, and kind of my initial response was, my life's good. I've got 5 kids. I've got a great church that I pastor. I'm engaged in the community on a multitude multitude of levels, and we're seeing some good things happen with that. There's more to be done. Things can always be better. And as I considered it and sought some counsel from different people, I thought it made sense. And on June 11th is when I really kind of made my mind up that I was going to go ahead and run, then made my announcement.
At this point, it kind of seemed it made sense that Daley was probably going to try to step up for the other seat, right?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah.
And, we need a good conservative in the Senate. And I could not think of someone better than Darren to fill that spot. So he went ahead and made that. I think he'll have an easy time winning that seat. I don't think he'll have one problem at all.
Is he have there's no, just looking from afar, judging horse races. And I know that people hate to handicap political contests like horse races, but you really can't help it.
Right.
He doesn't have anybody else running against him yet.
No, not yet. I mean,
at least not for the nomination.
No, so the Senate districts are 2 House districts combined. You got the 110th, 109th.
Right.
And he has overwhelming support in the 109th, and he's well known in the 110th.
The 110th is Charleston down to Salem.
Yeah,
right?
it's 5 counties up there.
Yeah. Talking here today with Cory Musgrave. When we come back, I'm going to ask you about the brouhaha.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, you can ask whatever you want.
You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on the Wabash Catch TV. We'll be back right after these. Do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
In 1949, Morton Buildings constructed our first machine storage building to establish our bond with the farming community. Since then, our relationship has grown, and so have our product offerings. From the smallest specialized operation to the largest agricultural enterprise, we understand the needs of your business and continue to evolve to meet industry demands. Plus, when you build a Morton building, you're backed by the strongest warranty in the business. To learn more about the Morton Advantage, visit mortonbuildings.com.
Morning, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest today is Cory Musgrave. He is the pastor of the New Beginnings Church in Fairfield, and he is also one of 4 candidates for the Republican nomination for the 109th District in Southern Illinois for state representative. Cory, well, that was a long introduction. That's a long one. Tell me, okay, how often did you go to Springfield before you began thinking about running for representative? How much do you know about what these folks do for a living?
Well, I mean, have been engaged somewhat before, and then after Darren came, watching as all the different committee assignments, and then just the personal relationships of how bills start, and then how they move through the House, and then how they get voted on. And I would just tell everybody, everything's not always as what it seems. It's a very interesting world.
There is sausage being made, isn't there?
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
you could say that.
That's one way to put it. And I have a friend who is used to be a lobbyist, is not anymore, but with the IOGA, and going up there and learning how these things happen, it's occasionally discouraging, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And so that's one reason I decided to run, because we know corruption's happening.
Yeah.
Chicago's the most corrupt city in the United States. Illinois ranks third among states for the most corrupt state. And so we see these things happening, and I think for too long, Bruce, we've just said, that's somebody else's job.
Yeah, well, we live 3-4 hours away from it.
Yeah, and I've got 5 kids, you've seen, and if I want them to be able to stay in Illinois, my family's been here. I'm the 8th generation since we've been here. If they want to stay here in this place that I call home, things have to change. And for that to change, we're going to have to send good people that'll stand up and speak the truth in Springfield.
How did you, I guess Darren invited you to talk to the chamber, didn't he?
To pray, yeah.
They do an invocation before each session?
Every session, yeah.
Every session?
Every day.
So every day they're doing it. Do they just bring in different preachers from different churches?
Well, each representative can request, I think, 5 for the year. And so that spans faiths. I mean, it's not just Christians, but and different ones.
Probably have some Judaism and some Jewish folks, and might even, I don't know if it'd work in this political climate, but you might have the occasional Muslim.
I think there has been there. Yeah.
Okay. But usually the invocation does not get picked up by national media, does it?
Probably not. No.
What happened in, what was the date?
It was May 31st.
What happened on May 31st?
So I was asked to pray.
So Ryder announced the same day you prayed?
Yeah, I had no idea that was going to happen. I was actually sitting on the chamber. Same day they debated the marijuana bill as well. And so,
did it go to a vote that day?
They voted
because that was the last day. That was the cutoff, wasn't it?
Yeah, they voted on it that afternoon while I was there. So back in February, after session had started, I was approached about opening in prayer, and so I thought, I'd just pray the last day. And so that day was picked all the way back in February.
Right.
That was put on the calendar. About 2 weeks before, we had seen different things happen in the house. And I let Darren know. I said, look, I'm just going to pray what I feel God asks me to pray. I don't want to disrespect you or honor you. I'm not going to send you what I feel like, but here's your chance to back out, because I didn't want to cause him any trouble.
He probably, if knowing Darren, he said,
he'll just pray what you want to pray.
Yeah, knowing Darren, he'll say, hey, man, I asked you to do it. You do what you want to do.
Yeah, so I think, I think it's important sometimes in the place where things are said and prayed, and the prayer wasn't to grab attention. It was to God. And if you go back and listen to the whole text of what I said, I didn't point myself as somebody that's perfect.
Right.
I asked God to forgive me of my own failings. I asked God to forgive the state. But I think there's some things that are very close to God's heart. And one of those things is just basically the destruction of the innocent. Yeah. We can see that all throughout the Bible.
What was the time frame between the passage of the abortion bill and you doing the prayer?
That abortion bill they brought it back up.
I was going to say that was during the last week too.
They did. The last week as Memorial Day, the Sunday before Memorial Day, they brought that bill back up into committee. And I believe it was Tuesday when it passed the House, and it was that Friday night when it passed the Senate that I was there the 31st.
Okay. So it was basically, and you were there the next day.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't preach against gambling. We're not innocent.
I wasn't preaching against anything. I was praying that God would make a decision.
All right, that's right.
That he would decide, because these are some of these things I think are important issues.
Yeah.
Like like life, is important. And I was asking God to make a decision, to decide and be merciful in how he did that.
What was the reaction?
Overwhelmingly positive.
What was the reaction that day?
That day, not a whole lot. I mean, a few members of the house came up and said some things. You could probably pick which side of the aisle.
Yeah.
I mean, well, the right hand side was very appreciative.
Yeah.
Not much. I didn't hear anything personally from the left.
Probably
side.
heard some folks grumbling about maybe not the time or place, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
but I think we've always had in our history. Pastors have had a big role in the forming of our country from the very beginning, because they would stand up and they would speak the truth in situations. And what we need now, probably more than anything in Illinois, is we need someone to stand up and speak the truth and say, we cannot keep going down this path. We've got to have reform across the board. We've got to honor life. We've got to take care of our fiscal situation and a host of other issues.
So the invocation goes.
Yeah.
And those invocations, nobody pays any attention to those usually.
Right.
But this got picked up.
Yeah, I think Capital Facts was one of the first ones to pick it up with Rich Miller, and wasn't necessarily a big fan. That's all right.
He's a Springfield. He's an Illinois journalist. State keeps an eye on the state.
Then American Family Radio picked it up. Some of their shows. I was on with Dan Celia.
So yeah, you started getting contacted by national radio folks.
Right, national radio. I was on with Dan Celia. I was on with Tony Perkins' show. He's with the Family Research Council. Was on a show up in Wisconsin and just different places around the country. And I walked in the office to the church and our voicemail would be full of people. And I mean, it was kind of touching because some of these people would be crying in the voicemail, Bruce, just saying thank you for being brave enough to stand up and speak the truth in Springfield. And I got emails from around the world. Japan, European countries.
Positive or negative?
All positive.
All positive?
I think I only received, personally, 2 negative.
That's surprising to me.
And I don't know how many positive.
Well, I know, but that's surprising to me, Cory, in that you see, you read on Twitter and you read all these other places and Facebook, there's such divisiveness. Mm-hmm. And I would have thought you would have received a little bit more of a negative.
No. But I
that must make you feel good then.
Yeah.
I'll be doggone. Okay, so what? And now that you're running, what is the plan? Are you going to every? They call them rubber chicken meals and that kind of stuff. So how much have you traveled?
Well, this is a big district.
Yeah.
I mean, 9 counties, 7 full
there's
counties.
The picture of the district.
2 partial counties. So already been traveling the district. Been going to different events with Darren. Grateful to be endorsed by him because I've been with him from the beginning. So we'll be going out to different places. You'll see me at different events, parades, serving in the communities, meeting people, talking with them. Very accessible. If people have a question or if they know an event they'd like to invite me to, I'd love to hear from them.
How do folks get a hold of you?
Well, you can email me, Cory, C-O-R-Y, at CoryMusgrave.com, or you can call me, 618-599-6035.
I got to tell you, when you Google for Cory Musgrave, Illinois, CoryMusgrave.com doesn't come up.
Yep, it's just getting started. So maybe you can help me with my search engine optimization. So
you know how you help that? You buy stuff on Google.
All right.
You got to pay Google. And I'm not that good at that.
Okay.
My stuff doesn't come. But I was looking today.
Yeah,
that's why.
That's just getting ready to get launched. So
okay.
The site actually.
I'm ahead of the game for once.
But the email is active, so I've got the email servers up and running.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is it? No, you've been doing it for 3 or 4 weeks now.
Yeah.
Is it as much work as you thought it was going to be? Is it more enjoyable? Is it less enjoyable than what you thought?
No, I mean, I enjoy people, right? I enjoy talking with you here. I enjoy meeting people out there in the district. So I love talking to people. I love hearing their ideas. And so I've enjoyed it. Have incorporated my family into this as much as I can.
I think I've got a picture of the big Sisney parade. You never saw yourself marching and walking in parades, probably, did you, Cory?
Not for this, no. But it's good. It's good to meet people, and that response there was again overwhelmingly positive. So
we're just about out of time. Do you have any stories of like particular people that you have met and have been have touched you a little bit?
Yeah. So I was up in Dietrich, the other day.
I
And
probably didn't give you enough time for this. Only got 20 seconds.
only got 20 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell
Well,
me.
anyways, I met an individual man there that had been a part of the community for years and years and years, and they were talking about naming the water droplet after him with EJ Water Corporation. And then just hearing his story about how he's seen the town and the community grow. And I think we can change Illinois for the better, that we can restore it, that it's not lost. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some time, but we can keep this going forward.
There you go. That's Cory Musgrave. He's running for state representative. Thanks for coming on, Cory.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll see you soon. Hey, folks, thanks for watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.